lucky burnout to start off this Lights Out 17.
All right, guys, welcome to qualifier number 2 here at Lights Out 17. We've got No Time Truck kicking things off right now. It's Thursday. Now, we're not going to be able to bring you the whole qualifying session just because they're supposed to run till like 10 o'clock tonight, and for us to get a daily edited video done for you, that's just not possible. There's not enough time in the day, so we'll film about half of qualifier number 2, and that's about all we'll be able to bring you. But up now, No Time Truck. A ton of smoke. Miraculously, guys, we were not down for any time at all after all that smoke. I thought for sure we were going to have a full track cleanup, but that was not the case. So we're right back to racing action here. Let's see what's coming up next. All right, guys, coming up next here we got Bob Cook out of Alberta, Canada, in our lane, driving his 93 Ford F-150. Let's see his qualifying pass number 2 right now. Lucky they held onto the hood. I was flapping in the wind like crazy. Now, guys, we're way on the big end, so if you see those cones on the right side of the screen, that's the 660. We're way back of that. We are probably almost at the quarter-mile mark. The quarter-mile cones aren't up, but that's how deep we are. We are way down on the big end of the track here, and we're testing out the new Sony NX800 that we recently acquired with this big massive zoom. You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments what you think of it, if you like this perspective, being able to zoom the whole track like this. Oh! The Ram's blown something up. Once again, we got lucky, guys. We got Colorado, Duramax Power Colorado in our lane coming at us. Oh no, a bunch of smoke leaving the line. Let's see if we can get lucky 3 times in a row here. There you go, big Ram Diesel making one heck of a pass with a parachute out back. All right, guys, 2 more coming at us. We got a big screw-blown Ram far side of the track. I believe that's one of the fastest trucks on the planet. Him and Maximus, I believe, are the 2 full-size trucks that keep battling out for fastest. And in our lane here, we got a little S10 or a Sonoma. Let's see the passes here. Qualifier number 2 at Lights Out 17 in South Georgia Motorsports Park. All right, guys, right lane's getting pushed off. We're gonna get a solo hit here, or sorry, left lane's getting pushed off, far side of the track. We got Freak Show in our lane. Little wheels up action. right, guys, two more coming at us. Far side of the track, we got a Trans Am WS6 and an hour lane AK Boozy. Jacob Pearson, we met him last year at King of the South. He was going rounds in small tire. I believe he made it to either the quarterfinals or the semifinals. Either way, really serious car, and he's obviously running all steel, all glass right now, and we're gonna see him lay down a lick for Q2 right away. Good pass from Jacob Pearson. Hopefully he's happy with that. Problems on the left lane, right lane with a good pass. Left lane, that was Brandon McGee, I believe. And he's usually one of your big, heavy competitors here in all steel, all glass. Hopefully they haven't heard it, because we'd like to see him compete in eliminations this weekend. That is one bad mamma jamma in all steel, all glass. Okay, we got two more coming at us here in all steel, all glass. Far side of the track there, we got a, looks like a black New Edge Mustang and a black Fox body in our lane. Let's see their passes here right now. Good pass for the black Fox in our lane. The New Edge seemed to have some issues. All right, guys, we got a couple of Fox bodies coming our way here right away, and qualifier number 2 at Lights Out 17 in the all steel, all glass class. Oh, that burnout, hell yeah. Oh! We're gonna have to watch that back on the Strange Engineering Incident Replay Cam. Guys, so that's first pair for qualifier number 2, I believe, for no time 10.5 no billet. So it's like a small tire class with no billet engines, pretty much is what I understand of. That was what says is next on the run order. We're down at the top end of the track and we don't have access to speakers and that. We can't really hear them. So I'm assuming this is what's up right now. All right, guys, well, next two coming at us here. We got a, looks like a twin turbo Fox body far side of the track and like a 69 Camaro in our lane. Mustang gets squirrely, the Camaro's on a good pass. Once again, no time on the boards. We've got times again, 480 in the right lane, 489 in the left lane. Got a 488 with a 9 in the right lane. All right, guys, we must have moved into X255. So the last two passes should have been X255. I apologize. Once again, usually when we're at events like this, I like to try to rely on the announcers so I can obviously tell the story along with, but I don't have cards or info or anything in front of me, but I do know we got Dean Fluhart in our lane coming out of this fastback Mustang. Bit of a pop there, back pressure, or backfire under the hood there on that nitrous Mustang. All right, guys, we got two more coming our way here right away. Fox body in our lane. It looks like an S197 far side of the track, I believe that is. Left lane with a 501, right lane going to 533 flat at 134 miles per hour. Left lane with a 533 with a 3 at 134 miles per hour. Board issue on our lane. Our lane could have went red, so maybe that's why they didn't get a time. Right lane with a 528 with a 6. Left lane having issues going an 841 with a 1 at 86 miles per hour. All right, guys, we got two more coming at us in our lane. It looks like a Monte Carlo, and I'm pretty sure that's an old fastback Mustang far side. The Mustang running a 499 flat, 143 miles per hour. .79 in the left lane, 547 in the right lane. We got a bunch of smoke here at the top end of the track. .95 in the left lane and a 502 in the right lane. All right, guys, well, that wraps up X255. Coming up next in the lanes, we have Ultra Street. So the times we were watching in X255 were about high 4s, low 5s. This Ultra Street class should move things into the mid 4-second territory. We should expect times 450s and less potentially. So the cars are starting to get progressively faster and faster and faster after Ultra Street XT75. Low 4-second passes is what we're going to be gunning for. 4-teens, 420s, etc., etc. So enough for me. We'll wait for these tractors to get off, and we got Ultra Street coming up right away. Okay guys, here we go. First pair coming up for qualifier number 2 in Ultra Street. It's Thursday evening here at Lights Out 17, South Georgia Motorsports Park. With a 6 at 161 miles per hour for the RC Components New Edge Mustang. Okay guys, we've got next pair coming at us here in Ultra Street. It looks like a Chevelle in our lane, and we got like a 69 nitrous Camaro far side of the track. Could be a 67, could be a 68, I'm not sure. Fire there on the far lane. They're running a 440 with a 4. Right lane going 442 with a 7. Let's check that out on the Strange Engineering Instant Replay Cam. Next up in Ultra Street, we got a New Edge Mustang far side of the track, and we got a Challenger in our lane. In the right lane and a 480 in the left lane at 154 miles an hour for both lanes. Unfortunately, we're far away from it, but I believe that's Joe Glockner, far side in the 3rd gen Camaro, just built by Tin Soldier Race Cars. Absolutely stunning car. Joe Glockner goes a 464 with a 6 at 159 miles an hour, and right lane going a 449 with a 6 at 160 miles an hour. The 443 to 7 in the right lane here, 161 mile an hour pass. Left lane going to 599 with a 6 at 136. Not what they're wanting. Right lane with a 458 with a 2 at 156 miles an hour. Left lane going a 478 with a 1 at 148. It appears they're pushing Brian Keep off, so we're going to solo rip here from the Chevelle on the far side. The Chevelle goes a 498 with a 3 at 134 miles per hour. Left lane with a 443 with a 5 at 156 miles an hour. Right lane going to 455 with a 6 at 150 miles per hour. That sounded different. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that might be Dave Fiscus. Far side of the track, that'd be a Fox body, black front end. The rest of the car I believe is red. And I'm pretty sure that car, if it is, what it sounded like is it's got a V6, like it's got like a Grand National turbo motor in it. Oh, for sure that's Dave Fiscus. Listen to the sound of that thing. with a 448 with a 5 at 157 miles an hour. Right lane going a 447 with a 9 at 159. All right, guys, coming up here next in Ultra Street, looks like we have a Fox body far side of the track, and in our lane, looks like an SN95. That actually looks like Betty White, Kelly Shotwell, I believe it is. Let's see their pass right now. Betty White didn't leave the line. 444.9 in that one. Betty White going to 579 at 149. Coming up next, guys, we got a C5 Vette in our lane, and that looks like Kiefer Simpson with the American Express far side of the track. Simpson goes a 465 with a 6 at 160 miles per hour. The Corvette coasting it out to a 757 at 92 miles an hour. That was Haley James from Haley James Racing going to 453 with a 4 in our lane at 160 miles an hour. Left lane with a 575 at 142. Left lane 450 with a 2 flat. Right lane a 448 with an 8 at 158 miles per hour. Whoa! Big wheels up, big fire. You can bet the Strange Engineering replay cam's coming back for that one. All right, guys, here we go. X275 in the lanes. Eric LaFerriere driving white rice, which is a 95 Nissan 240 SX with a Toyota 2JZ single turbo setup under the hood. The Mustang's into the wall here. Right lane went a 410. This Mustang went a 410 at 177 miles an hour. Eric LaFerriere a 416 at 176. Let's hope the driver's okay in this Mustang. I see him, I can see him throw his helmets off. Looks like he's about to get out of the car here. Yeah, he's out. Driver's gonna hop out here right away. Driver is out. McCain with a 412 with a 2 at 172 and a 412 with an 8 in our lane, 174 miles per hour. Bunch of smoke in the left lane, goes a 412 with a 4 at 177 miles an hour. Right lane a 411 with a 7 at 175. All right, guys, pair of nitrous Mustangs pulling up 2 new edges, I believe that is. Marcus Haddon in an hour lane. Wow, big wheels up for Marcus Haddon in an hour lane. Left lane goes a 417 with a 1 at 173 miles an hour. Marcus Haddon goes 511 at 96 miles an hour. Wow, big wheels up for Marcus Haddon in an hour lane. Moses goes big wheels up, just like Marcus had in the run before. All right, guys, up next here, we got a Fox body in our lane, and representing Team Canada, Chris Gould, the Canada's fastest X275 car. Let's see his pass here at Lights Out. Unfortunately, not what either one of them are looking for. Right lane goes a 537. Chris Gould, unfortunately, with a 685 at 91 miles per hour. Left lane goes a 424 at 176 miles an hour. Right lane a 427 with a 2 at 157. Guys, that's a wrap for X275. Coming up next is going to be our last class for the night. I know it's not the last class for Lights Out 17, but it is for us. Save the best for last. It's RBW, Radial versus the World. This class consists of pro mod cars on a 315 section width tire, and these things are absolute flying machines. You're going to see times potentially in the 40s. That's what it was last year. There was cars running, I believe, 47s, 48s, setting world records here, and I'm assuming we're going to see that type of stuff again go down. It might not happen right now in Q2, or it might, but either way, they're coming up now, and they're going to be absolutely flying. That's going to wrap up our session for tonight. There's still Pro 275 and LDR, but we have a 40-minute drive to our hotel. And obviously to do an edit, it takes quite a few hours to get through it. I hope you guys can understand, but hopefully we'll capture Pro 275 and LDR tomorrow, or at least we'll get it in eliminations coverage for sure. So once again, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we need your help. But that's enough for me, guys. The big showdown right now. Q2, Radial versus the World, RVW cars coming at you right now. 349 for Ken Q, 211 miles per hour. Told you you're gonna see 40s. Long for both cars. Not what they wanted to see. Okay guys, next pair up here we have the Fire Punk diesel car, far side of the track, and in our lane, Lyle Barnett driving the Tommy Yeomans Racing Camaro called Elvira. A 360 with a 7 for Lyle Barnett. Tom's leaving the starting line there. All right guys, next pair out is Kyle Dvorak, far side of the track, and Bubba Green in our lane. .9 for Kyle Dvorak, 207 miles an hour, and a 373.9 for Bubba Green. Flat at 184 miles per hour. All right guys, as mentioned, that's a wrap here from That Track channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, help us get to 100,000 subs, and we will see you guys tomorrow.